the audience to come in as I'm in the middle of a sentence yet again.
Yeah, he did.
But, we could just say we're talking comics. We're talking about all kinds of stuff in the back room real quick. Ari was jumping in, talking about Chad's new logo and how he's getting all of his Indiegogo legal shit done and checked.
That was actually a beautiful logo. I love the colors on it, Chad.
Fantastic,
Thank you.
bro.
I appreciate it. I
was like,
call
wow.
I call that the Necrocomicon.
Oh!
I'm almost like you should make like a little candy out of it because I almost want to eat it.
Yeah. So it's like it's basically it's a monster that's a comic with squid tentacles coming out of it.
Naturally.
And if you guys haven't seen it, go see it on Twitter.
Thank you.
Yeah. Somebody with a riggedy wrench. Drop a link to that or something for us.
Yeah, look me up. Chad Townsend. And then so Will was asking if I'm going to have original art for sale. I won't, but I will have 2 sketch cover tiers and a sketch card tier, so people will be able to get like a head sketch on either. Oh, look at that beauty.
Look at that thing, dude.
It's so shiny.
What's right in the fucking eyeball? Whoa, what is that? It's a little piece of weed.
Oh, I thought it was a pube.
Green pubes. It's like the fucking swamp thing. John Constantine smoking fucking swamp thing pubes. Nah, dude, look at that logo. That looks pretty dope. Looks good.
It is.
I got me the Roquefort.
I see. I think that is a really cool cover, but I've got another Rekt Planet on the way, but I've got the Villainous Scum cover that wraps all the way around the back.
I wish this one wrapped around.
It's gorgeous.
Not gonna lie. I mean, it's fucking dope. It's fucking dope. I'm just like, can I get some nuts and sprinkles on my sundae? By asking for the wraparound. But yeah, dude, that's pretty sick shit.
I forget what other
makes me want to bite down on a fucking piece of wood or a piece of leather or something when I'm looking at it.
I know I ordered one other and I can't remember which it is, and I did it so I could get the Death Sting book.
So have you read it? Have you read Rekt Planet? How many times have you read it so far?
Second time today. So, but yeah, it's excellent.
What about you, Will?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought my I was actually muted this entire time. Excuse me for one moment. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, buddy, you do your thing.
Yeah, dead air. Will, thanks.
That's all right. So you've read it twice? I think I've read it like 3 times.
Really?
So far? Yeah. Once I just kind of like sat down and like read it, and then I've like been kind of going back and nibbling at it, and then I read it another time all the way through.
It is.
Each time I was like, oh, okay. All right. Okay.
You can read it by itself and get a good idea of what's going on in the world, but I do think it's even better with Blood Honey. So
yeah. I mean, if you were just coming in on this, there's enough for you to nibble at.
How did you get?
There's enough for you to know about this. You know what I mean? Like that classic like Stanley thing, like treat every comic book like it's the first comic book.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's why Wolverine would always say, I'm the best at what I do. Yeah. After a while you get tired of hearing it, but there was like a certain reason for it.
You do get in the beginning, you get that first page. By the way, it's not signed. What's up with that?
Yours is signed?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like I'm looking at yours going, what? Here, I'll show you mine. See? I'm just going to say, eat your heart out. Look at that. I got a quick sig in mine.
Damn.
So the first page.
All right.
The first page gives you a quick flashback so you can kind of see just a brief idea of what happened to Cyberfrog.
Was I supposed to pay extra for the signature, or was that just supposed to happen?
I don't
No, it's probably random.
I guess I lucked out.
You got the golden ticket, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, you get to show up at his house and take a tour downstairs. And
oh, look, it's the Rat Pack basement.
Written and drawn by Ethan Van Sciver. Cyberfrog.
Yeah, by the way, if anybody's not got their copy yet and they don't want any spoilers.
Oh, yeah. You don't want any spoilers.
There's a chance.
Or just, hey, you know what? Wait till your book comes out, then come back and rewatch this.
Yeah.
On a rewind.
Yeah, bullshit.
Hopefully we'll still be. All three of us will be alive when you're watching this and reading along. Is that okay? Is that enough of a?
I mean, Matt Barr, we're dealing with people
sir.
who've watched The Empire Strikes Back like 45 times. Come on,
God damn, I love Empire Strikes Back, dude. Holy shit!
Right, just because you know what the ending is doesn't mean you're not going to watch it over and over and over and over and over again.
You know, honestly, I like a good spoiler because it's like give me the pitch. You know, I feel like a spoiler is usually like a kind of a pitch. Like, tell me what happens with the movie. This happens, this happens, and then it ends. You know what? Okay, I'll give you fucking $20, and you can show me what that story was. You know what I mean? Like, I totally look at it differently, but it's like I get a spoiler, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Fucking watch that. Or that's a good spoiler. I want to fucking see that. That's fucking cool.
How many times have you seen a story or a movie and you're like, that's all right, and someone explains it to you and you're like, I want to see that.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. There's some fucking channel on YouTube that's like movie recaps. They'll tell you like the whole movie in like 10 minutes. I've like gone back and watched the actual movie after watching that. Like it'll tell you the whole thing, little clips from the movie and shit, and you're like, yeah, all right, I'll go check that out.
I watched John Wick the first time because somebody told me he's avenging a dog. And I'm like, really? He's avenging a dog? Let me see this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Not to be weird, but it's like he's the Baba Yaga, right? It's like, yo, you're just some fucking crazy assassin guy, but suddenly you're the good guy because it's a dog.
And you're also killing lots of guys who are making $20 an hour doing security for their families.
These people probably don't even know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? They're like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be in America now. You want me to hold gun? Okay. Nice suit. All right. This is great job.
Working at club.
John Wick. Oh, pop, pop, pop.
And how many dudes does he drop? You know,
dude,
so there you go.
Like thousands. I don't know.
That's a lot of orphan children and widowed wives, man. John Wick.
You know what was really cool, and this is something that I didn't notice until somebody else called it out. Maybe it's bullshit, but when John Wick shows up in the first one, and he sees that big ass fucking dude in the front, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes,
he hooks him up.
Mr. Good, I've loosened up. 60 grams. 60 stones or whatever like that. It's like code for how many people are in the building. Like, hey, how much weight you gonna lose? You look light. How you feeling? Oh yeah, I've lost 60 pounds and apparently he like kills 60 people from that point on in that club area.
Hey, hooked him up.
Could be bullshit.
He said, "Go home."
It was on the internet, so I'm just gonna assume it's probably bullshit. But it sounded like an interesting.
It's good somebody spent that time doing all that counting for us.
Now count Commando. How many guys get killed in Commando?
1,000. What do you mean, like with his like? You have to start breaking it down with like bladed weapons, with hand. Or with fucking firearm with Commando.
He takes out an entire Latin American country at the end.
I know.
Valverde
is morbidly fantastic. I just gonna be like, oh my God, all those guys were somebody's poppy, somebody's little poopy cheetah.
All the military aged males of Valverde will not be producing another generation.
Dude. They should have Commando 2, where it's like a bunch of young guys are like, you killed our father. You fucking your story, dude. That's a story right there. The IP, and like he's just like, look, I was trying to save my daughter. Like, well, you killed all of our fathers. Are all of our fathers equal to your daughter?
I just wanted to kill Bennett.
Let off some steam.
Bennett.
Remember, nobody talks about him from Road Warrior, right? He had like a fucking mohawk and like a man boy on the back seat or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Vernon Wells, man, he plays fucking bad guys all the time.
All right, so I guess that was like a really long disclaimer on spoilers.
Yeah, and we just spoiled all of Commando for you.
No, you're high. It's okay.
Always high, sweetie. Dude, just real quick, dude. I really like the deleted scenes. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one up.
It in. There's no problem. Maybe, I mean, I don't know why it wasn't added in. I feel like it could have. Fucking Kelly.
I wish I grabbed it now. That's
probably is fantastic, dude. Ugh.
Maybe I did get deleted scenes on the other book I ordered.
Did you get any extras with it? Anything else come with it other than the 2 books?
I got 2 books and some like a little card. Some little card that was how to order some more stuff.
A little catalog. Very clever, Mr. Van Sciver.
Dude, it's a beautiful package. It's fine. But yo, this fucking Kelly Shelton shit is.
He's got a beautiful package.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, and it fits perfectly in your mouth.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. So, what did you think? What do you think, Chad, of the story? Where's Mike's signature? Yeah, I was like, oh, this. I would have loved to just have a Rekt planet. I mean, that's just like opportunity to go see Ethan, right, and get him to like sketch something on there
for the Fans Fest.
Oof.
Or Tampa if he showed up, but I don't think.
Excuse me, sir. Can you doodle something in my Cyberfrog?
Excuse me, Mr. Van Sciver.
Excuse me, Mr. Van Sciver. Can you sign something, please?
Can I hang out in front of your booth all day?
Okay, well, I guess I'll move then. Bye.
That's gonna cost you $400, $100 bill.
Dude, but yo, I like some of that. I wonder if you work on an all caps book in any capacity, do you get some all caps paper?
Of course you do.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn.
I don't think he's done that yet.
I mean, he's got it right here. All he has to do is blow that bitch up.
Frege had like stockpiled like the boards from Image. Like,
just the board, baby.
He actually sent Dale a whole package of them because Dale loved those boards.
Yeah, they're awesome.
What else do? This is pretty dope. It's happening in Philly, right?
Yeah. Motown Philly back again.
Which is a shame because it could have been if it was like down south, like Atlanta, it could have been Dixie Rekt.
Yeah.
Instead, you know. But
it could have been Rekt Anus.
Rekt Anus.
What is the anus for?
What's the next book called? What's he decide to name it?
If I said it, it would end up sounding like a Lady Death title. So
yeah, I like right off the bat, it's giving some good stuff. Fucking art is just sick, dude. So he's like waking up, figuring out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, we're getting a recap after he blasted out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those Vespas are sitting there going, hey, who the hell is this green dude? Who's this jive turkey?
Yeah. Sweet.
I'm still waiting on my book, so sorry if I don't have a lot to preemptively contribute.
Oh, that makes a whole lot of sense now.
I haven't gotten my Honeycomb box set, Mr. Van Sciver. I was generous.
No, I wasn't humming to your shit. I was like looking at some of like the the shapes that he uses.
I'll make you hum to my shit.
I really,
you fuck.
There's
like some of the shit. I'm like, oh, because it's like, yo, so and so draws it. So, and I'm like, man, I'm always trying to like draw Cyberfrog every once in a while, and I'm never quite like.
There's a panel coming up on the next page or so that I really like. That one, that bottom, where she's grabbing him, and he's just like slumped over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked his body language right there.
That's shapes, dude. That's body language. That's pretty dope.
It's like you could feel the weight of her shaking him. Like, what? You're offline.
Are you going to sketch up your own book here, Matt Barr?
What do you mean?
Like, do your own Cyberfrog? You do your own Cyberfrog cover.
I'm not sketching on mine. I'm leaving that for Ethan to sketch on.
Yeah. I was curious. I want to see a version of yours.
That takes some real balls.
What, to sketch on somebody else's fucking? Yeah. I mean, I've done some sketch covers that were pretty fucking dope, but I don't know. I kind of want to get some EVS.
I got a good trick for transferring rough sketches over to sketch covers, so you don't have to like sit and redraw over and over again.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and damage the paper.
I wonder where Billy is. He probably have a lot to say about this.
Dude, this is pretty dope. So yeah, so the first time I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" And it's like, yeah, it's like they all have like red stuff on them, red paint on them.
Yeah,
which is going to be really wild later on in the story, right? Because it seems super important. Yeah. Everybody's got red on. Everybody's got red paint on.
I thought she was
like, when they leave.
I thought she was like Hellboy. You know, she's red.
No,
she's cool looking.
No, it's a quick meet.
Yep.
And she mentions the red. So
I'm surprised she didn't have a moment where she's like, "I'm pissed off. Where were you? Oh, you're hibernating. Sorry."
Yeah.
Are those reflections on his shoulder pads?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a pearlescent kind of fucking. It's like it's not quite steel. It's like something else.
It's shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny as fuck, but it's almost like a glossed over ceramic or something. It doesn't quite look like the rest of his metal, which is fucking kind of cool. But yo, it's like when you're drawing him, you have to like think about the surrounding area. It's fucking crazy for a frog.
Did any of you guys buy the toys?
I
haven't yet.
I don't have the action figures. I didn't order those, but I do have the PVCs. Like I got Cyberfrog right here.
Yeah, I got that one. The big salamandroid.
Yeah, I've got that too, but I did not order the figs though.
Yeah, those are cool. I'm happy with just the PVCs.
Yeah.
I wish all right, somebody out there's like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck's your books? But I would have liked maybe if she had like, I don't know, touched her face maybe or something to like show that she was, that it was like paint on her face as well. Just like a visual cue of her, of having it on there. I could be overthinking it. It mentions the red, but it like mentions the red, but I would have liked if this wasn't colored and there weren't any text, you know what I mean? If there wasn't any lettering, like would you know that she had red paint on her face?
Let's see. We got some chatters too, by the way. We got Marcus Killigrew said he liked Blood Honey and Red Planet.
Mm-hmm.
American Comics Company, hail.
What's going on, guys?
Demonized, hail. Shadowhawk Talks said EVS is growing as a writer. EVS is growing as a writer.
Oh yeah, dude.
This
doesn't feel like fucking like he's always like, oh, I'm new at writing. I'm new at this. Like I don't know, man. He's been writing since the 90s. Fucking dope, dude. Yeah, like I don't know. I mean,
he's got good comic dialogue and text.
Yeah, it's got a good cadence to it. It does kind of just like boop, 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 boop,
something I'm still working on. Thing.
I mean, he's worked with some fucking pretty good people, so just through fucking osmosis. This fucking dude.
Yeah. He looks like I actually seen a dude. See that panel to the middle on the right? I actually seen a dude beaten that much.
Yeah, what did he do to you?
Up. He didn't. I used to be a volunteer fireman when I was younger, and would get called out to help, assist with any, any bandaging up shit. People and stuff.
That's dope.
Yep.
I love those fucking panels where it's like multiple. It's very like classic Spider-Man where you see like multiple, ghosted Spider-Man.
I like how he tells them, "You got nothing to worry about. I got this," and that splash.
Just one of them.
I would feel very confident if, Cyberfrog were telling me not to worry.
Good paper, man. There's lots of detail. She's like, I put a lot of like detail and small stuff in my stuff, and he does too, and it looks really good. What the fuck is all this shit?
She's got honey goose from that dude all over her.
Oh.
Marcus Kelligrew says, I bought the Dinged and Dented Blood Honey and backed Rekt on the Caps campaign. EVS's guy sent out a bunch of Rekts accidentally off of that campaign. Yeah, I think it was like 20 of them, though, that guy sent out. So you were one of the 20, huh? Yeah, Shadowhawk Talk says the frog stuff is good, even the 90s issues. I agree. I thought that.
Oh yeah, his stuff, it was like different but really good though. I mean, shit.
I kind of wouldn't mind seeing EVS not on this series, but after he finished it, trying to ink in the style he used to, because I like a lot of that fat McFarlane-y bloopy kind of line.
I don't know. But I don't know. It'd be like, hey man, could you draw like you did 10 years ago, 20 years ago?
That's kind of an insult, don't you think?
But I was working.
I really like the way you were drawing when like you were just like real rough and in your garage and like, well, I guess he is kind of rough in his garage. But he's like in a big.
I remember I was working in a comic shop at the time those books first started coming out, and I've got look, I have that warts and all too.
Yep, I got the green one.
Yeah, mine is green. It doesn't have the slip cover, but it's got the wraparound on it.
Yeah, that's a lovely set that Omnibus said he did the warts and all. I really like that. The presentation was beautiful on that one. I like the green leather.
Yep, it's pretty good. I read it while I was in the hospital. I hope
you're all right now.
Well, no, I got the COVID pneumonia in 21, and I just happened to get the book while I was in there and read it.
What do we have here?
Just watching a really well orchestrated fight scene.
Yep. His legs are kind of bendy looking.
They're bendy as fuck.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know. It's like this is fucking infrastructure. There's like infrastructure here, but then this is all like just built with wires. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of
it's like a bundle of cable, so it can kind of go either way.
Yeah, it just kind of flexes wherever the fuck it needs to another like infrastructured base. Is that a fucking word? Infrastructured, or did I just make that shit up?
No, it's a word. Just I don't know if you're using it.
Infrastructure
properly. I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of animatronics, where they have the wires going through those rings, and you kind of, pull it, and then it constricts.
Like that.
It can go in either direction.
Went up.
He's got there's a panel where he kicks the head of this Vespas.
I know. I haven't gotten to that yet.
I know, but that leg just bends. It's like.
So here's a question, because Marcus
this fucking monster, dude.
Answer,
Matt Barr.
ask away.
Yes, sir.
For the two of you, you're both artists. I'm just a lowly writer. How hard is it, in your opinion, to draw something like Cyberfrog?
Never heard that.
It's-
How what?
Like,
I
how
would-
hard is he like to draw?
I haven't really.
Cyberfrog?
Mhm.
Done right? I don't know. I mean, I've done them a couple of times, and it's like, it looks really good, but not quite.
It's one of those things too, where Ethan's gonna be the only guy that really nails the look of the character because he's drawn it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to draw it, I think if I applied myself, I could get really close. The problem or the hard part is just the tediousness of all the detail. I mean,
That's what I mean.
but once you get the structure, the infrastructure, like he's talking about, once you get the structure of the body language and shapes, the rest is icing, But
I guess a more meta question for the both of you: what character, let's say Marvel Universes, do you think is a pain in the ass to draw?
I don't know. To me, the biggest pain in the ass to draw anything is four-legged animals.
Okay. And characters? Any characters? I mean, maybe they're all easy, but who's the hardest? I'm just curious what challenges you guys.
The hardest? I don't know, man. They're all like draw. I mean, they're all kind of designed to be drawn pretty quick.
I think the thing's face and head is pretty difficult.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Why is that? Is it
Dr. Doom,
is it because
maybe?
it's an awkward shape, or is it what is it?
Yeah, it's the way it's structured. If you don't get the structuring right, it's just going to look odd. I mean,
Okay.
I learned something new about the thing that I didn't even realize until Lepresti was drawing it. Was that the thing never had teeth for the longest time?
What?
Yeah, like and then at some point, people started drawing teeth in his mouth. Kirby never drew teeth.
And I'm assuming that has a ripple effect on the anatomy of his head.
Yeah, it's just they're the eyebrows and the shape of the head, the bottom of the jaw. I mean, working all together. It's kind of like the best example I can think of is Mickey Mouse has such strict guidelines when I was working at Disney, and I spent every day drawing Mickey for like 30 days or 30 minutes a day for 3 years.
Did you ever give him a bulge?
No,
bulge.
But there are little things that if you don't do it right and position parts of his head, that completely obliterates the look of the character. So yeah, like you have to have his eyes like really close together, for example. Otherwise, if they're too far apart, it totally changes the look. So
Kaboop.
It's the same thing with The Simpsons too. It's like it seems like if you get off a little bit, it looks like shit.
Yep, it's like just a little. It's a little thing, but it makes a big difference.
Now, Shadowhawk claims that Salamandroid is hard to draw. Do you agree?
I would say he's pretty hard to draw. I think the neck piece around his neck is the most difficult.
What about
getting
you,
the shape of his head too?
I would concur. I drew him like once, and I was like, man, his fucking neck and stuff. I was like, you have to like really focus on it.
Yep.
Is that like a Rosetta Stone of his anatomy? Like if you don't get that right, the whole thing falls apart.
I mean, like the body part in the middle is pretty, just like jacked up dude. The arms, it's like there's a bunch of like little details in the neck.
Yep.
It's like each one, it's like this one lays flat, then the next one's curved, and that one's flat, then the next one's curved, and then opposite on the next line of them.
Yeah, I think those three key things are important, like the neck piece on Salamandroid, the hind legs, and the arms, the front arms. If you can't get the shapes of those
That's fucking sick.
right and in the right position, it falls apart.
Hey, Dan Plagle, are you coming in or what?
Danny Plagle.
Ooh.
How you doing, buddy? Goblin Girl.
He concurs that the thing looks weird with teeth.
Yep.
Even in offline mode, my body is rejecting the venom. That is not the voice I was thinking about for Cyberfrog. I was just reading.
Mm-hmm. He got a hot injection. This dude, I can't stand him.
This fucking guy.
Ethan did a great job of making me hate this character.
Who do you think he is? Do you think he represents somebody?
No, but I think he does look like the dude he's now playing Christopher Pike on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, but he was on that TV show about the railroad, and he had that beard and the mustache. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
What the heck was it
Railroad.
called? Yeah, it was called Iron something other. Maybe somebody in the chat will know before I figure it out.
Hope you feel better, Dan Plegel.
Yeah, buddy.
Huh. So, what page is we on now?
Fuck.
About halfway through the book, or?
So Anson Mount. This guy looks like Anson Mount, the actor.
Okay.
And the TV show he was on was Hell on Wheels, and had the same kind of beard thing going.
So was he just capped on in the back?
What do you mean?
Cyberfrog right there.
Yeah, he got shot in the back.
Heather,
get clear. Heather, you good?
Dad, your glasses. Colin, why? What have we done?
Oh, shit. I like this fucking cat character.
Yeah.
Scorpion. Look at that. I mean, it's like, to be like, yeah, he's a scorpion guy, but
his name is Spike.
So fucking detailed. Who? The cat guy?
Yeah. He's really, I think he's really just like a robot, kind of like, what's the name of that robot in New Mutants that could convert into anything?
Warlock?
Phoenix?
He's kind of got this warlock thing going on inside the skin of an animal. So he's like he's wearing a animal suit.
Right, yeah.
Sooner GM agreed and said Hell on Wheels is a good show. It is a good show. Yeah, it's got a lot of Mormons in it.
We spread everywhere like fungus. I like to refer to us as American Jews.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. I like the boots.
Yep, based off of real boots.
There's like something about the coloring right there. It like stops right at the top, and then these stop right there, but that doesn't seem like that's even.
Yep.
I'm just being weird. I'm gonna keep moving on.
You're not being weird. You are weird.
Fuck you and your.
It's not a state at all. It is a matter of permanence with you, Matt Barr.
I'm just being nitpicky. I like that. Gotta keep them wet. Oh,
that gum sounds really good, Matt Barr.
It does.
Yeah, is this an ASMR now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it just sounds like you're really enjoying it.
I am. It's not gum. It's like a pack of sweet tarts.
It's like watching that movie about that fat ass dude who ate a bunch of like McDonald's over 30 days, and he's like, I want some McDonald's. Fuck that. I'm not gonna not have McDonald's.
What? And he just ate McDonald's for 30 days, and he like got all fat as fuck.
Yep.
No, he what was it called? Super Size Me. There you go. That was
yeah.
I was like, hey, I want some McDonald's. I'm not abstaining.
There's a guy that did that recently with Subway sandwiches for 30 days.
Fucking pedo? Oh.
No.
Who? Who?
I can't remember. I forget where I was going.
He just ate Subway sandwiches for a month?
Yeah. There's a channel I follow on YouTube called Gorilla Tube. And the people that handle these gorillas, they do a lot of videos with them, but the one thing they do is ASMR videos with the gorillas just sitting there eating fruit.
What?
And they have the camera like right on their face while they're eating.
How many times have you drawn to hours of that?
I don't know. I mean, I will. My wife caught me looking at it the other night, and she's like, "What are you watching?"
I do like marching.
That's a good shot.
Jimmy Reyes says this book is amazing. Ethan's art is outstanding and truly impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Hat Cinephile said both McDonald's brothers died of heart attacks. True story.
Yeah. And one of the Baskin Robbins dudes died of a heart attack as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Jimmy.
I think Ben and Jerry's Ben had 3 bypass or some crazy amount of heart surgeries.
Right.
You ain't kidding, Jimmy. I love the fact that every place I look on this page, there's fucking love.
Survive Infinity, hail Comicsgate, hail back.
All the backgrounds, even if they're silhouetted, there's a lot of work put into those backgrounds and foregrounds and stuff. Every place I look,
dude likes to draw
there's
blades of grass and leaves, man.
This wasn't done as a monthly book. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. If people that bitched and complained
level shit.
If all the people that bitched and complained were actually able to sit down and try to achieve one page,
dude, they'd shit their pants, dude.
They wouldn't understand how hard it and how long it takes. And he's done it so much, he could probably do it a lot faster. But it's just ugh.
Well, Chad, I know it's a big investment for a lot of people, some of these books, but me personally, I kind of like backing and forgetting, and then one day it shows up, I'm like, oh, cool.
Surprise.
Forgot about this.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how, I was like, I'm pretty sure I backed it,
But see, a lot of people,
popped in.
They also say, oh, he's not shipped any books, Well, look, I got a stack of freaking Cyberfrog books here.
He shipped at least 3 campaigns, I believe.
Look, I got the very first one, the Holy Grail of Chromium covers, and Rekt Planet. Yeah, and by the way, I've got this Blood Honey.
And then fucking
was there a Dale
Miller was like, "Oh, Cyberfrog 3 is not going to come out until 2028." Shut the fuck up, man.
This, by the way, Heartsick Horror. I really love the interior paper that this is printed on.
See, I prefer that, the more kind of matte, elegant cover. Right? I just don't like the chromium stuff. I know Ethan swears by it, and it is a product of the '90s. That whole chromium craze.
It's kind of hard to hold the book with this chromium.
Yeah, I never dug on it.
Are you talking about the cover or the interior paper?
The cover.
Oh man, to me that's the gold standard right there, in my opinion.
It's just a matter of taste. It's not, like I said, not a criticism aimed at Ethan. It's more of just, not my thing.
I'm gonna say, one thing, because I think this book is thick enough. I would have liked it if it was printed a little. I mean, this is just me. This is me just daydreaming and wishful thinking. I would have liked to see this printed a little bigger. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have a couple of European books.
Yeah, in that standard,
European graphic novels, and there may be, a few inches bigger than this. Also, they're bound differently, and they have hardbacks. Honestly, I mean, I would pay for that. I would pay if you were
talking about that.
Say,
those Elric books they just did, that whole French run of Elric of Milibene, those books they were doing from. They're kind of a large hardback.
Take off my headphones and reach for the book that I have.
Right,
but I have
right
a
now,
couple of different hardback books.
Right now, he needs to
collected stuff from heavy metal, but Gypsy and shit like that. I have on hardback. So
he needs to stay with what he's doing right now, and then do other stuff like that.
But I'm saying, if this is finished, if he
yeah, he could do a large size version.
The deleted scenes with this, maybe added a couple more things, and then printed it a little bit bigger, I would throw some more money at it.
Yeah,
because I like these pages, dude. This stuff is amazing, and it's super detailed. That's why I'd like it a little bit bigger, a larger format, because it's worth it. Because I'm kind of pushing on it with this cover.
How many?
I'm complaining. I'm just saying,
You need to set it under some other books. And, you know,
This doesn't go under other books, okay? This goes on top of other books.
I just meant to flatten it down a bit.
I think you both would agree that when Dan Plagle was in it at his fighting weight, that dude could knock off copious amounts of pages. I would see him doing it in his.
He's a fucking beast, dude.
He's got books in the can right now.
Yeah,
waiting.
Dude, he sat down and was like, "Guys, I totally redid this comic book I was working on." And we were like, "What? You did a comic book?" Yeah, I did a whole comic book last week.
The Goblin Girl who did that.
Now I'm redoing it.
Where he redrew it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's like in one night, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sitting here in my tow truck. I just drew a whole book. Here you go."
I agree with Demon Eyes. Demon Eyes says after the third book, he should do a 3-issue collection that's oversized.
Yeah,
like the old Marvel. I think that could be cool.
Like those Marvel Gallery editions.
Yep. Did he say he's doing 5 or 6
I would
books?
totally get like an artist edition of fucking Cyberfrog. That would.
I'm sure
there you go.
The card
there you go. Instead of like a colored a little bit bigger, because really, like you're just. I mean, it's not that much more of a product, but if you put out an artist edition,
that's true. But then you also got to look at it this way: like how many people are into buying those? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a niche within a niche.
Yep,
we are, but it's most people. Don't
it's
even
a limited
know about
run. It's a limited run for sure.
But most people don't even know about artist editions.
I'm kicking myself for not buying the Michael Golden G.I. Joe yearbook in artist edition. What was really neat about it is they printed them as plates rather than a book, so you can actually pull out individual pages.
They're working. I know they're working on they mentioned this a while back, but they were going to do a Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein from IDW, collecting all the plates into a big artist edition. And I'd like it the size like the Wally Wood one. That would be really cool.
Yep, I'm name dropping again. No, I'm just kidding. This buddy of mine owned like the cover and 4 of the plates from that book, and he
told me he sold them back when. I don't know if he sold them for the premium they have them now.
No, he sold them about 10 years ago. And I've got that cover on my wall that Bernie gave me the print for it when I was a teenager.
Which one? From Frankenstein?
Yeah, I'll be with you on your wedding night.
Yep, I have that one too on my hallway.
Right.
Same one. That's the iconic one. That one and the Dirty Business one. Remember, where he's under like kind of the sheet. He's being worked on. I think those are the 2 that most people put on their walls.
Yep.
Let's see what we have here. And it's kind of a sickening color palette.
Demon Eye said Marvel started doing artist editions that are more affordable and not the same huge size. I picked up a Romita Spider-Man once. It's more the size of an oversized graphic novel.
I mean, yes. I mean, they do it too from IDW. They'll release them in like a paperback, like they call them not an artifact edition, but like a mass market type edition.
Right.
But who doesn't love the big full size IDW artist editions?
Yeah. He got the wrong pig.
Yep.
That idiot.
Like the EC Comics ones are like surfboards almost. Surfboards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I have one of them.
Matt does too.
I think we both have the Wally Wood one.
No.
I got the Jack Davis one.
I have Jack Davis,
Gene Colan one. That's the one that's 2 of the big boys. And then I've got like a couple of softback ones.
I really wish I grabbed the Dracula
ones.
Gene Colan.
Yeah, that's the one that I got. The Tomb of Dracula Gene Colan ones.
Woohoo! It's interesting. When I was younger, I would have been more of a Wally Wood kid, but now I'm a doggone it. I lost the name. You have the book.
Jack Davis.
Jack Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah,
Jack
I agree.
Davis and Will Eisner. It's like
I like
cinnamon
Will
and
Eisner
sugar,
too.
cinnamon and spice. Put that on my biscuits. This is pretty good. I like the way he did underneath the chair. And I'm not joking. Serious.
I like this.
He fucking nailed
I
that
like
shit.
this part of it because he had just assaulted Colin, right, in the story by cutting the top of the hair off the top of his head.
Yeah.
I think what I like about it is he's showing he's the alpha right here, like going, no, you ain't telling me what to do, kind of thing. And then he's sitting there in that chair, like cocky, you know.
Your haircut.
I like that the whole attitude. It's like, yeah. Especially here, like when she's talking with him, and his whole demeanor changes in the dialogue. Like,
yeah. How's your gunshot wound doing? Moist. It's funny. I'm not gonna read it out. What's that noise? Is that you? Is that you, Willie?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's watching his soaps.
He's also watching his fucking soap operas.
I gotta have to keep something on. Like I said, I'm a caregiver as well, so.
I hear you.
Sorry about that.
No, man.
So if you're random cool, like, commentary,
like downtime.
Yeah. All my children.
And then this weird creepy bitch.
Yeah,
what do you think the deal is with her?
I think she's got like psi powers, like she can manipulate people and stuff. That's why she's telling Colin how she thinks he's good at manipulating. Because she ought to know, right?
Yeah. Do you think that's that's alien tech then? Right?
For her?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That she's like somehow like tainted with.
I'm not really sure right now, but you also
to, like actual like sorcery. You know what I mean? Like, does she have powers, or is it just tech?
She's got like the ability to of earworms, like because she influences Lily later on in the story.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering though. If it's from alien tech that she's like the cat.
I'm not sure. Is she in the 90s warts and all? I can't remember all of a sudden. Let's go to our hymnals.
Yes.
Warts and all.
Pull out book. Warts and all. Chapter 12. Verse 3.
And then
John 12.
Yeah.
John 12:13.
Where is this?
Well, it's nice to know that like most of the chicks in the Wasp apocalypse look pretty hot.
Right. Where
you know
what I mean?
Where is at? Hey, it's been 20 years of fucking apocalyptic living, and Heather still has her fucking teeth. You know, still has like pretty good muscle tone and physique.
Dan Fraga and Cyberfrog back in the day.
Yep. Oh, you did a cover, I believe, that's in there.
Yep.
I was actually there when he was drawing it.
Nice.
So, a little bit of history there.
See? You were there in the beginning, man.
I just remember him mentioning it a lot when it was on the scene. You know, he was just talking about Ethan in the book, and him and Ethan were talking a lot. So they're close back then. I mean, I guess they are still now, but you thought very highly of them back in the day when they first met.
If I drew any character, if I were to draw anything Cyberfrog, I would want to draw Rumblebee.
Yeah.
What about you?
I agree. I think Rumblebee would be fucking dope.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely Terrified ever since the day you've been gone.
And
it's a good looking face, man. It's good looking hair.
let's see, where the fudge is that crazy hoe?
It's really good looking hair. I'd have cheated the fuck out of that hair.
I like how, to emphasize her fear, he had to like just one big panel, like one giant quiet moment.
Yeah, that's storytelling. That's you got to hit that beat, dude.
Good emphasis.
That's
good emphasis.
I mean, that could have been an end right there. You know what I mean? But it just keeps going. But that's good storytelling, dude.
Yep.
Every inch of these pages has fucking love. You just have to. I mean, you want to read what the fuck? You want to reread it, you know?
Yep. I read it before we got on the stream.
I know.
Again,
So they're following. So he's kind of like following these two Vespas. I guess with the new database that he got, some stuff activated, and he's figured out that these are foragers. They're looking for something. What the fuck are they looking for? Oh, they're quiet. They're digging. They're looking for some shit. They're looking for that previous Vespus that he fucking beat the shit out of and knocked its head off. So they're taking the decapitated body. And they're all making little fucking bzz, 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 fucking noises. What do you think of this?
Oh, I like it. I like this whole scene.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
It helps establish, Lily and him becoming tight.
Yeah. I agree. It was an interesting choice. You almost think if this was a movie that they would have like changed, like if this was like a CGI movie, that they could have like changed the style of the animation like through this segment,
right?
Like made it more like flat or made it look like fucking cartoon, drawings,
right?
You know what I mean? Like crayon drawings of them doing shit would have been cool. Like what Lily is drawing in her little book. That would have been kind of cool.
Dan, I'm not sure what you mean. You don't have the Cyberfrog books yet? Or
we dropped a fucking disclaimer.
Well, yeah, we
Dan
did.
loves a good spoil.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Right, Dan?
I like that they got this cool tree house.
Yeah. They're building. It's good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He's making a home. He's getting into the community. These fucking alien fuckers are like posting up this dude on the top of the Ben Franklin building. Is that what it's not called, the Ben Franklin building, right?
No, I don't know. I can't remember, but it's definitely. I know what building that is. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah. They're all wearing red. They got the red shit on. This chick is being poopy pants in the corner. Who's that? Is that supposed to be? Is that Vicky?
Where?
Talking in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like the person I care for.
Or are you talking about it in the
No, I'm talking about the fucking drawing, not who's. I'm not commenting at all on Will's background sounds.
Vicky don't look this good.
Well, just like a weird little chick who's like kind of like in the community, but not really, and like talking shit.
Got mega 80s hair.
Yeah. Or she wishes. I did kind of think about stuff like that, like while I was reading this. You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? Does that mean anything? Are these people mean anything? Or is this just,
here's where she's
solid storytelling? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you just telling me like, no, this is just a fucking guy hunting a whale, or is this like some sort of like, man versus nature versus, the industry kind of a thing? Like, are the Vespas the industry,
Yep.
So-
Here's where she's earworming Lily.
Where did you guys
This
get the?
right here, that's what I want to fucking see. I wish I'd seen that earlier. I'm just
So
just
what,
saying, I wish
Will?
I'd seen that earlier.
Where did you guys get the deleted scenes? Is that on the initial campaign, or is that something else?
That came with this.
That was in the second campaign, I believe.
Okay, so I'm looking through and seeing what comes with the honeycomb. I mean, there are a lot of stuff in that box, but I wanted to see if the things you were showing were in there.
Here's the hardest thing to draw ever: horses.
Dude, I know.
Really?
I know.
Yep.
Let's just set that. Can you set that down for a second and just absorb Ethan? I mean, he's drawn the horses in this book already. But yeah, these are some good horses, dude.
He's had practice, sitting on them and stuff.
He sits on horses? Oh,
Well,
he's a horse. He's a
that
horse.
famous picture that
He's an
Sheila
equestrian
Alien-
enthusiast.
Yeah, he used to own a horse. I had horses growing up. But there's that picture of Ethan sitting on that horse.
Have you ever eaten horse?
No.
Never.
And then
Not
that
bad.
horse is going sway back, sitting with him sitting on it.
What does that mean? Sway back.
Sway back means it's got a dip in the horse's back. Like,
With the horse that he's drawn?
no, the one he sat on.
Oh, because of his weight?
Yes.
What a rude bastard. Let's not focus on people's weight.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
I'm pretty big, okay? I'm pushing at least 300 pounds, all right? So let's just not make
I
bad
don't
jokes.
believe it. Click, click, click. Yep.
Sorry, I know I got a fan going. It's affecting my smoking. Yeah, these are good looking horses. That's always the pickle drawing horses. Sometimes motherfuckers are drawing giant dogs and shit,
It's
All right. I'll make sure I do plenty of those in what I'm creating for you.
we
I don't
will
give a fuck.
hog tie you in.
I'll draw the fuck out of some horses.
I'll do some water buffalo for you. That's something that's in Vietnam.
People be like, God damn, that water buffalo looks amazing. Yeah, I know.
Can
Look at
you
those horses. I know. I do them good. I know.
Viet Cong and they look like gorillas?
Man, your weapons look. I know. I'm just kidding.
My shit always works sometimes.
Oh, there he
I
is.
know.
Spite.
Which is so dope. So it's just like a fucking alien using a cat skin.
That's what
to
it looks
fucking
like
move
to
around
me.
like an egger suit.
The reason
I have
I say
some-
that is the next panel you'll see why.
Sugar.
He's kind of
Water.
got that warlock thing going.
Matt Barr, get your
You ever
big
see-
butt back in
you
the
ever see-
house.
Do you ever see get your big fat butt back in that house? Do you ever see We 3
No.
from Frank Quietly? And I don't know who wrote it. It was about a rabbit and a cat and a dog, and they were all like stolen off the street or kidnapped from people and placed inside cybernetic killing machines. And as
then?
the story, and they're like trying to escape and shit. It's like, it's really interesting.
And then they met Barnaby.
So that's pretty cool. That whole fucking this whole fight is pretty
Yep.
dope, right?
It is. Now see the top right panel? So
Yes.
He's just like vomiting his robotics out of him. Like, bleh.
Yeah. Don't fight us, Cyberfrog. I do, dude. Just for off the bat, like, not off the bat. I don't know what I said that, but like the lettering has been really good in this book.
Yeah.
Like the lettering has been really good. That like it has seamlessly fucking clicked in. You know
Well-
what I mean? Like there's nothing has happened where I'm like, this fucking lettering is like offset or it's like off a little bit. Like it's all been fucking like
Yeah, Eric had to hand draw all those balloons.
these little balloons.
Yeah,
It's worth it. It's worth it.
By the way,
Until he gave a fuck, because sometimes I'll like be reading a book and you could tell that somebody's like text is just off by like one click of a button too far one way or too far the other way. You know what I mean? And it's just like not quite centered. Oh, that's a pickle.
Yeah. By the way,
that fucking sucks.
Get Battle Brick Road now.
Yeah, if you like him on this, you should see all the other shit he does. He's like fucking the Liam Neeson of CG.
Yeah, the Liam Neeson.
He has a certain set of skills.
Yeah.
Like that. Kapow! So he does an upload, which
there's a bastard Colin again.
Look at this fucking guy. So he lost a tooth. That makes sense. Like maybe a couple of teeth missing. So they have the whole thing going on. Go home today. She takes the Spite's.
Yeah.
One of his Freddy Krueger gloves. Good drawing.
Does she, or are the claws retracting?
I feel like she took a whole thing because there's like a glove and there's a brace to that as well. So my storytelling is that she grabs this whole item.
So,
and it's dope that he looks all fucking hollow. That'd be doper if he looked even like flatter, like he was just like fucking Edgar shoot. That was flat. Yeah.
An Edgar shoot. What's going on there, Edgar?
What's going on there, Edgar shoot?
There's the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, we don't know unless you bought the other book.
That's right.
So they're at the Walmart. I think that if there's a zombie apocalypse, that is the place to build your fort.
You think so? But don't you think everybody else would think the same thing and come over there and try to like storm your shit?
I would blockade the whole thing and make it a fort with everybody because it's got everything you need. You know, even gardening.
Dude, that would be. That's a fucking story right there. Imagine you have like multiple small groups of people going, "Hey man, if shit ever hits a fan, we'll team up and go take Walmart."
Mm-hmm.
And then if shit hits the fan day, there's like 5-6 groups of people at the fucking Walmart like battling for it and shit, shotgunning it out in the produce.
Well, we kind of saw that in Dawn of the Dead, didn't we? In the original, when the bikers show up in the end and try to take it from.
Yeah.
We took it. It's ours.
Yeah, there's a book called 1 Second After that's really good, and it's about an EMP that strikes the United States. So it's kind of info, but also narrative. You know, it talks about like second wave deaths and what would happen and why. You know, from dysentery and fucking lack of medical. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. So it just goes to all this other stuff. But like the main bad guys in the story is like the Horde, which is just like fucking bikers and outlaws that have all just started ganging up and joining together and just like riding across country, fucking shit up and burning it.
Yeah, it's like a tumbleweed of crime that just keeps going. And
Yeah,
around
exactly. They're like, yo, there's this fucking group of like several hundred people just like looting and rampaging and moving across the country, and like they're heading this way, kind of a thing. It was kind of cool. But I don't know, man. I'd fucking stay away from Walmart. Shit hits the fan, I'd fucking clam the fuck up.
Stay away from people.
All together, bro. Yeah.
Are you pretty remote, Mapar?
Not like insanely remote, but like like my road in my neighborhood, like you need to have a reason. Like if you pull onto my road, it's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, neighbors are like,
yeah, everybody. You know, it's like I know who all my neighbors are and what they drive. You know what I mean?
They're like,
If you
who's
if
this
you
dude
pull up,
rolling
yeah.
up?
But I could also see like the main road from my house. So like, and there's like kind of like a turning kind of a thing. So by the time you're like turning around and heading up to my house, I've like already heard and seen you.
Yeah.
JL Pot said Walmart would lose the war with Home Depot, but in the town I grew up in, the Walmart was next to the Home Depot.
It'd be like a Judge Dredd block war.
Yeah, you could just fort up between the two buildings and you're good to go.
Maybe throwing knives at each other from across the way.
Shit.
Can I have a 2x4? Yeah, but you got to throw me a 6-pack of
right. But then as people are fighting, a fire starts, and then all the supplies fucking go up.
Yep. They're like, can I have a 2x4? You have these nuts.
Look at this fucking Heather, dude. She's fucking stacked. Damn, jeez.
Yeah, she is.
Apocalypse has been
nail guns everywhere. Said some person.
That's dope, dude. The part where he starts hearing the fucking the voices. He's like hearing what they're
spoilers.
Saying. We've already mentioned spoiler alerts in the beginning of this stuff. Like if you're still watching this, it's because you hate us and you're just fucking watching us. I don't know, because you like us, but we're gonna talk about it. Come on. Kill him, choke him, kill him.
Right now,
sting him to death.
Right now, there's somebody that hates
suffocate him. Suffocate him. Suffocate him.
Some hateful person is like out there screen grabbing every page so they could try to read it.
Kill himself.
But thankfully, the letters are kind of blurry.
Kill him. Poor victim. Poor victim. Kill him. Choke him. Choke him. Pretty cool. Pretty fucked up. Here's this chick. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You're the one I want.
What is her name? I've drawn a blank on it.
Anne.
Anne.
I have a daughter named Lily, and then I had a grandmother who was kind of manipulative, and her name was Anne.
See.
Not that there's any
Karen.
Huh?
Karen. Just
Karen.
Joke.
Oh no, maybe.
I was stretching.
Where does she get? Did she make those clothes in the apocalypse?
80s clothes are yeah. Yeah, clock that bitch. Way to go, Heather.
Haha. Threats, violence, some other. Yeah, so it's like I'm wondering if it's like she's like an SJW kind of in this moment.
Yeah.
She feels kind of like an SJW, like, you know, your child is our child, and like we're gonna kind of do what we want with your child because she's ours. You sound insane. Like I'm gonna go ahead and label you. You sound insane. So I'm gonna go label you and put you in a box.
Don't gaslight me.
Right. You sound insane. You sound, you know, labeled, especially without Harold. She's ours. We're coming for your children.
She's jealous. She wanted Harold.
Did she?
I don't know. I'm just drawing
Maybe she washed her fucking hair. It's like, okay, Harold likes chicks that don't look like fucking weirdo fucking chicks. Go wash
they look
your
like
ass.
sticker burr hair.
Yeah, but that does look like it was fun to draw.
Yes,
and it's kind of cool that it creates this little effect right here.
Yep, it's like The Cure.
It's a good face. Yeah, it's like she saw a Cure CD and was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Good fist, real good fist. It's foreshadowing. Lots of panels on each page, man. Right. But they all look solid, though. You know, you can see what everything is going on.
Look at all those bastards coming.
There's your toys right there.
Yeah, I do like the Vespa toys a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some like crazy Japanese toys that are like articulated wasps and shit.
Yeah.
But I think they're like $200 each and shit. I mean, they're fucking crazy.
The whole toy collecting craze has gotten too far. I miss the days of like $2 G.I. Joe action figures.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember being,
Actually, there
as
were
a kid, I would get money for birthdays and whatever, and I would go directly to fucking Toys R Us.
Yep.
And go to the action figure aisle, which felt like a cathedral of action.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like these huge tall walls with little racks, and I would sit there and I'd fucking filter through each rack looking for specific toys. And I would go in there with $40 and come out of there with 4 figures at least.
Like a king. No way, dude. G.I. Joe back in the 80s were like $1.25 back in the day.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? You get the gist of what I'm saying.
No, you would get
you'd go in there and you'd like leave with like whole like
you had a
thing going on.
$10 bill and you were a king, man.
Yeah, you were jamming. So your only issue was looking for Snake Eyes.
Yep.
So
I've got the only Snake
now
Eyes
you go
that
into
matters.
a fucking toy store, and I don't even know if it's I don't even know if there's toy stores anymore, dude. But you go to Walmart, I guess.
Toys R Us
like
is
G.I.
back.
Joes are like fucking $25 each.
35 at Walmart.
$35 for a fucking figure? Like, who the fuck? What
you
kid
know
is
how
gonna play with that, dude?
You know how sad that is? Kids going to
they
Walmart.
come with like multiple hands and shit, like a bunch of choking things. Like, just make solid fucking.
But they're not for
toys
kids, Chad. They're for grown-up kids.
I
So
know,
annoying.
but can you
Grow
imagine
the
how
fuck
sad
up
that is?
sometimes.
Kids want to go to the store with their mom and dad, and they go to the toy aisle. I'll be at the toy aisle, Mom. Okay, I'll see you there in a little bit. And kids just crying because they're $15, $20 action figures.
And the stuff they can't afford is like these crappy, low-grade, like toddler toys. Practically, when we were kids,
dude,
our G.I. Joe sets were intricate.
What was the hard punching things I saw recently? It almost looked like they were trying to re-release the Kenner Superpowers line.
Yes, I saw that. I don't know what brand it's from,
dude.
But those are expensive.
They look like
too,
fucking trash. Look like fucking shit. It was like, wait a minute, like why? Like, hey, we're gonna do a lower price thing. Well, then just completely copy the Kenner ones, man. They
Nothing
look
McFarlane
like
is under $30 either. I see.
McFarlane.
I mean, he's doing all the DC stuff now, but I was in Walmart the other day, and I'm like, all this stuff, nothing is below $20. None of it.
Yeah, it's all for adults. And
oh, excuse me, guys. I'll be right back.
I have shit. You know what I mean? It's like I have a couple of toys, but I don't know.
So here,
not that I'm knocking anybody who is collecting them. I know Dan's out there just collecting the fuck out of shit, and like that's his jam, and that's what you want to do.
So here he's having a conversation with the Vespas.
Yeah. He snapped my 4 legs off. Wow. This crazy fight. He's getting stabbed. Not stabbed, I'm sorry. He's getting bitten. Shut your mandibles. These are the consequences of your actions. When you target us, you chose this for yourself. See, it's like, oh, once the Vespas start talking, are they like SJWs? They're like social justice warriors. Like, oh, what are you running from?
They are.
You're running from accountability, from justice. We decide what your justice is. We're gonna keep stabbing you. Or am I stretching it a little too further?
Not at all. It's what it is. See, now you can say, yeah, there are politics in my book now.
Well, I mean, if anybody picking this up and not knowing who Ethan is, or ever, like, let's say this gets put on a shelf, and in 200 years it gets pulled down, it's going to be just as entertaining, and it's just going to be just as as relatable. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
whatever politics he does have in it, it's inside a fucking exoskeleton shaped like a wasp. You know, it's like he's taken the politics and he's kind of diced it up like vegetables, and he's kind of mixed it in. So I think that's good writing. I think that's really good writing.
Yep.
Where it's like he's got stuff to say, but he's not being like on the nose about it, you know?
No.
He's not being complete fucking wheelchair bound sex worker about it.
He's pointing out the hive mind.
Yeah. He's taking them all on.
Take me on.
Take on me. Yeah, I like the little things on their faces, dude. It's so dope. I don't know about you, but after reading this, I like want to draw fucking Cyberfrog.
Ethan needs to make pirate flags with those faces on them.
That would be a cool shirt, dude.
Yeah, it would
just
be
one
dope.
of those on the front of a shirt, a yellow shirt with that, maybe, you know.
Check out. See, I've got a pirate flag in my window right here.
See, he's all stabbed the fuck up.
Stabbity,
Why are you murdered a friend in cold blood? Well, I'm a frog, so yeah. He was my brother. Sob. Oh shit. Pick him up. It's kind of crazy, man. A joke. Is every murder you commit funny to you?
That whole conversation looks like
it's crazy, dude.
A Twitter chat back and forth.
Yeah.
The way it's written.
This one's a lord. That looks good, man.
Mm-hmm.
These pages came out really fucking crisp and awesome. I mean, the paper just really caught all the little fucking details, and there's no like blurring of the line. There's no como se dice fucking dot gain. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of dot gain going on.
No, there shouldn't be with that kind of print.
Yeah. He's talking some shit, talking some other shit. And then dude, I like seeing the inside of the fucking mouth. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
And then he says something right here. He says something. We're talking about it, right? So just talk about it. Like they can fucking see red. So like this whole time they're like, don't wear red. Like they see it just fine.
Right.
So it's like, it's and that's like a big. I mean, not even on like another. This is on like another level. We're not talking about SJWs anymore, but it's like the humans, and that's what he's thinking. Like the humans just see them as insects. You know, they're not seeing them as intergalactic fucking species. You know,
don't spoil this part because I think it's really important. Like,
I've already warned people.
I know, but I'm just saying people still haven't gotten their books, and I think this is like a really key thing. Like,
should I stop then? Should I stop?
Well, no, the artwork's fine. I'm saying the dialogue of what the
okay, all right. We'll stop talking about the dialogue, but like it gets pretty fucking gnarly.
Right.
The child is revived. The child was missing. They were looking for the child. They found the child. The aliens found the child, and they have her. Frog uses his tongue, which I guess he's like doesn't normally use the tongue, right? I think I heard Ethan say that one time. It's like it's not a normal thing for him to use it. Like he's not using it to like whip around and shit.
Yep. I whip my hair back and forth.
Whip your hair back and forth. Rip it real good. So his fucking tongue gets fucking cut off.
By the way, that face on the top right, she looks like a John Byrne face right there.
That's a great mouth, man. You're right, dude. In a good way. In a good way, dude. I fucking love like being able to see a little bit of it's a good face, dude. It's a real good face. I like that the tears are kind of like, cleaning off the red paint off of her face. That's pretty dope. Off of her face. It's pretty dope. Snap. Like I see him being able to see his teeth too. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yep.
Oh, it definitely ends bad news. You know what I mean? I mean, it ends bad news, but it's also good. It's just like stress, fighting, stress, fighting, and then a fucking stinger to the head.
Yeah.
And then just like a fucking kick down into the dirt. They take shit, help me, Dad. Fuck. They take the child, Lily. It's a gnarly scene, dude.
What up?
There's the Ides of March.
Julius Caesar is in this book?
Yes.
Oh, you stabbed in the back?
Well, no, it's just that was on the cover, the Ides of March cover, that panel, sort of. The top right panel. Not that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Did Kyle Ritter do the whole book?
I don't know. J.L. Potts is hinting that who colored those last few pages.
I know there was a bit of like
last 2 pages.
There was a bit of snafu with Starblades and stuff like that, wasn't there? And like a shuffling around of personnel.
I don't know.
Starblades was done before this.
And being like coy, you know me. If I knew about it, I would say anything. But I don't know anything about that.
You would Front Street it.
Oh man, I'd fucking unbox that shit right on Front Street, dude. But I don't know anything about it though, for real.
Again,
Starblades is badass, by the way.
See, man, there's like so much stuff going on. You know what I mean? That you're just like, if you're not paying attention, you'll fuck it up.
I hope you heard me, Kyle.
Is what?
That's fucked up.
That Starblades is badass.
I've heard mixed reviews of Starblades. It's kind of divisive book.
That's the neck thing that I'm talking about. So he's got like a 2-band neck thing, and they've got these little arched structures, and then on top of that, he's got
like divots.
So Potts,
they're like vents or something.
Potts is just saying that he feels like it looked different, the coloring, the last few pages.
Really?
Not that he was saying he knew anything.
I mean, it's a gnarly red scene. Once they leave, sun comes up. Is there a difference? I don't know. I mean, fuck. Now, motherfucker.
What if Dale Keown colored those last few pages?
Hold on.
What if Kelsey Shannon did it?
What if Kelsey Shannon did it?
I don't know. It's probably nothing. But Potts, he stuck an earworm in there.
Where's that cat? Where's that fucking cat had some stuff going on with it. I need to. There we go. Do I think it was a different person?
I don't know, but Potts threw like this earworm and glitch into it, and now we can't not look. He says he's drunk, so that can do it. I don't.
Now I'm wondering about it. Now I'm like going back. I need to.
at it when I go
I
through
don't
my
think
copy
so.
again.
I think maybe a little bit different. There's a little maybe. Well,
there you go. Ethan's confirmed. Kyle colored the whole thing, but he did change up his style halfway through. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I'm looking for fucking cubic hair differences and fucking. If you were like, hey, there's not two, I would have just assumed that it was just one. Plus, there's just one name in the beginning.
Potts, I'm never gonna listen to you when you throw earworms out again.
The progenitor has entered the room and answered the question.
There you go. Oh, Ethan's here?
Yeah. Who do you think we were talking about?
I mean, I know we're talking about the book. I didn't know he was actually here.
Yeah, he smelled the sweet smell of chromium in the morning and showed up.
Yeah, the last two work right into it. Yeah, dude. So it's like it ends like, oh, you're fucked. Everything is fucked. But then there's like a little brush off. I like that. Especially on the last panel is like a sweet pick me up because you're like, yo,
is that the end?
Yeah. Which, like one of my favorite books and I guess kind of movies was The Road.
I
don't know if you guys read that, where it's like the whole book is just pressure and stress and like you're just getting beat down, which that's what this book is. I mean, there's like a lot of pressure going on. There's a lot of like he's offline. You know what I mean? He's dealing with community that hates him. He's dealing with fucking Vespas.
I like the relationships in the story a lot. I like Cyberfrog kind of showing where he stands in the pack, against Colin, his relationship that grew with Lily. And, you also learn the kind of person, I can't remember the villain chick's name, but
Anne.
Yeah, but she's got this power to throw negative.
What the fuck is her deal with Anne, dude?
Mind.
So just to go back on the road, it's like it fucks with you, and then right at the end, when you think everything is like over, it picks you up and brushes you off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's hope.
There's hope. There's like lots of hope. And that's what this feels like, because it's like, man, it's like, what the fuck is gonna happen now? And then his fucking brother shows up.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm jamming on this.
Quite a substantial piece of work there, Mr. Van Sciver.
Yeah, dude.
I love that Keown piece. I wish I bought the poster.
Where's the Keown piece? Oh, the one that he did the cover for?
Yeah, right here. You're looking at
this,
it,
dude.
Oh, that one. Oh, he did another one. Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Is this different? Is this different than the? Is this the one that Mark Brooks got all fucking poo pants about?
I don't know
why,
but it's the cover for the next book.
God,
so
damn, look at that,
and it's gonna look so tight.
Yeah, Anne O'Malley is as Mr. Van Sciver says.
Oh, I see.
She's in
the
90s
red eyes.
Cyberfrog.
So is that? I mean, I guess I'm asking for more spoilers, but is the red eyes, is that actual witchcraft, or is she, does she have psychic powers, or is that alien tech?
Well, Heather did
infecting her.
Heather did say something about being a witch or something, but
that's a cool mug. I like that mug.
But yeah, but I mean, it's like, well, I'm gonna call her a witch.
Yeah,
because she's doing witchy shit. But in actuality, it's.
What if she were
it's alien tech,
a cyber witch?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I guess
another book to pump out. Cyber witch.
Nah, I'm good. I know we're talking about Anne. We're not trying to come up with our own shit. I'm just wondering, like.
I mean, there was a lot of cybering going on in the 90s. We can all agree in every dimension.
Dude, that's so dope. Oh,
Mr. J. Lee.
I was never a Jay Lee fan back in the day, but this is pretty good though.
I love the book he did for Image. Was it Hell? What was it? Hellshock. I love that book.
Hellshock was good stuff.
I almost said Hellblazer, but I'm like, no. John Constantine.
She's a witch. He confirmed. Paranormal is real in Cyberfrog.
Oh, there you go. So there you go. Now you can track down the creator and say, mark up my book, Home Slice.
Yeah.
Sign his book, Ethan.
He's right here. You can pressure him into it.
Let's go back to the front where my book isn't signed.
Yeah.
Or remark.
Packed away.
For that matter.
I'm just going to say.
There's a giant FU written on my book, too.
Eat your heart out, Matt Barr.
I feel like the wait was worth it. I don't feel like this was a monthly book. I feel like this was like a solid graphic book. I feel like this was worth money. I only wish it was printed a little bit bigger.
I think it was great on its own, but even better with the first issue.
That seems to be a consensus. We'd like a larger size, like a more European size, to see the detail.
Yep.
That was my same wanting of Inglorious Rex. Was like wanting just to see a little bit bigger, because like him, he filled the whole thing with love too, and it's like I want to see all the shit you drew.
Mm-hmm. One thing at a time, Matt.
Yeah, this is good shit, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Well, I look forward to getting my Honeycomb box set with all these goodies in it.
Yep.
And Ethan, if you're listening, you can go ahead and sign mine too if you're bored.
He's gonna send it not signed. Dude, what the fuck was this guy's name again? Rumblebee?
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy I like, dude.
He's my favorite out of all of the villains. He just looks so badass.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's like he's so like kind of goofy, like Saturday morning looking. In a good way, you know what I mean? But it's
I want to
see that toy, dude.
I want
That's
that
the next
cover
toy I want to see.
as a poster. That's what I want.
I was going to ask that very thing. Is there a toy of this character?
Not yet. He said second round, I think.
That would be dope. He's like, yo, calm the fuck down. I just spent like $1 million making these toys.
Yeah. Just slow down. Slow your deal. Don't pile any more stuff.
It'd be really cool if you had like Teddy Ruxpin, like fucking.
I mean,
we
don't want him to blow it all at once anyway.
Super good stuff. So this is him uploading.
Yep.
Is that the character? Thing, yeah. That's what we were talking about before, Scorpion. Right? The skin suit.
Scorpion. Yeah. No, that's not the skin suit. This is Scorpion. Fuck it.
Second Chance signatures were an add-on, Matt.
Copy.
Wah,
wah. Wah, wah, wah. Quit your bitching, kid. Kelsey Shannon is fucking dope as fuck. Yeah, we looked through this earlier, and I'm going to look through it again.
Yep, I'm still waiting on my books from the Second Chance campaign.
Of Blood Honey?
No, of Rekt Planet. He did a Second Chance, which
fucking dope
this was. I ordered one of the different covers.
I think the honeycomb comes with a blood honey, I believe. I think I get everything in there.
This is EJ, right?
No,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think it comes with one, like an iteration of it of some kind.
Good stuff, EJ. Good stuff, EJ. Panel layout, dude. I like the.
Let's just say it does, and then maybe he'll add it on for you.
Yeah, he does. EJ does a great. I remember Ethan saying that EJ does a good Cyberfrog. He's like the closest one to really like nail it like him, and he does, dude.
I really like the personality in his face.
Look at that shot, dude.
Yep. Lots of good emotion.
And that one too, dude. I mean, he really.
Cyberfrog's eyes and mouth really lend itself to being more expressive.
But also, like you were saying earlier, like the
body language.
Ball, you know what I mean? The shoulders, being able to like move the shoulders around.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of get the tiredness right there.
Yeah, we get a gold blood honey in the box set.
Fucking A,
Cool.
dude.
Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it.
Sounds awesome.
I'm sad I didn't get the Blood Honey box set to match it, but I went to the Pocket Universe right around that time.
He's gonna like grab me by the face, right there.
Vaginal vortex. Yeah.
Got the raindrops falling down in the camera. That's so awesome.
I need to hunt something.
And
I had this initial idea that being disconnected from Kajil Sin, I just chopped up.
Kelson
was causing Cyberfrog to become emotionless and angry, and that he'd lash out violently at the Vespers at night. I got 5 pages into a script and decided this wasn't a heroic reaction to his failure. And what's more, it wasn't a drastic change from who he was in the 90s. Still, EJ's art was on point.
What up, Jason?
Worth showing you. Yeah, dude, that stuff is dope. I guess I can kind of see it. It's almost like changing, Return of the Jedi from Revenge of the Jedi. Like the Jedi don't seek revenge, so they changed it to Return.
You should always seek revenge.
Oh my god!
Always. You stop them until they can't get up.
I really like the paper on like the deleted scenes and Hearts Before. The interior paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd like to use for my book. That interior paper.
How long is yours going to be,
I
Chad?
want that fucking.
What do you mean? The pages?
Paper.
Yes.
I have 2 24-page comics, and each book is 32 pages because it's going to have additional like artwork and stuff in it. But the stories are complete. You can sit and read one story each.
Okay. So it's not perfect bound. It's a floppy.
It's floppies. Yep. Because
okay, cool, man.
I like floppies. I'm not a fan of prestige format like some other guys are, but
That's
we decided to do it for Black Flag because we really love that old Marvel Epic line,
right?
Like Akira and all that stuff they did. So
I see.
When we were thinking about Black Flag, we wanted to kind of look at like those old Marvel Epic line books.
It's good stuff, man. Really good shit.
The ones that you couldn't afford because they were $5.
Yep.
You could either get that or 3 other things.
Yep. Yeah, Epic.
See, now that you have this in your hands, like it doesn't. I'm not even worried about like whatever kind of time it took.
You got it. Who cares?
It came out good. I have it. It was gonna come out.
In 20 years, when you have the whole run, you're not gonna give a shit.
I doubt it'll take 20 years for the whole
thing. I'm saying when once the whole thing is there, it's been there for a while, and you're looking through it and enjoying it, you're not going to give a rat's ass. You won't even remember how long it took.
I'm starting to wear out this copy looking at it of Blood Honey. I don't even have it in a bag and board.
Yeah, dude, it's so dope. Yeah, I'm excited for the next one now. Not that I wasn't excited for this one, but I'm definitely pumped for the next one.
Yeah, well, bring on the campaign.
I think I did. All right, cool. Do you have anything else to say, guys?
Just my apologies that I hadn't gotten mine yet, so I couldn't contribute as much as I would have liked. So I'm sorry.
That's all right. Are you after looking at this? Are you looking forward to getting yours more?
Well, what I typically like to do, what I like to do with TV shows, is wait till there's a substantial amount of material and then binge it. So I've got my Warts and all. I've got my Blood Honey coming along with my Rekt Planet, so I can kind of go into a Cyberfrog weekend.
I hear you.
So let's now do a review of Rock and Roll Ninja. Rip out the pages and let's look at them.
Yeah.
Shut your pie hole. Somebody will. Somebody will do it, and I'm cool with that.
Ethan would like if you could top off with the trailer for number 3.
Please.
Let's do it.
What?
You have his trailer 3 for the next book.
Do you have it? Do you have it linked? You have the link up for me?
No, but I've got mine that you can play while I'm digging up his.
All right.
And there it is. Deleted scenes.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Actually, I think I need to wrap it up. I got somebody looking at me right now. Not in a bad way, in a good way, actually.
It's the babies.
So, yeah, I give this an A+, man. I do. I think this is super shit. I think this is awesome. And if you didn't get it, I think you're missing out. And if you got it, it's pretty dope.
Got it. It's in the pipeline.
It's in the pipeline.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on We're Talking Comics.
You're not gonna play his trailer?
Who, the part 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to, let's do that.
It's top it off with that.
And then my trailer's at the top too.
Okay.
Yeah. Pay attention, Bar.
Come on, Bar.
I set this up for I have a special StreamYard layout for it, and it was called Cyberfrog Review. So now
you reefer addicts got to pay attention to what you're doing, buddy.
I do, dude. It's like Batman. I do a lot of pre-planning. You know what I mean? All right, so let me get rid of that. All right, hold the fucking doors.
Man, I gave you the trailers.
I'm fucking loading it, sir. Hold on.
We're terrible agents of his brand.
We're working out the bugs.
Cash backing.
You guys seen this?
Actually, Ethan, you should have used My Country 'Tis. No, never mind.
It's like some fucking Scorsese shit. Oh, fuck.
What's he got in his hand? Is it a football? Is it his mother?
There you go. And there's all the boys. Ain't they cute?
Yeah.
Cute. All right. So what's the other one that you want to show?
My trailer.
I'm bringing it up.
What
is this? Her nude, her Jew, her Dune shit? What the
fuck did you say?
Well, read it
on your screen.
What is this for?
I don't know.
Being a boomer is more about like, hey, you're an idiot. They can't adopt.
I don't know what this is.
Hey, you're an idiot.
Hold on, let me pull up yours.
I don't think Ethan is old enough to be a boomer. I think he's a Gen Xer, I believe.
I'm not boomering. I'm just slowly getting to it.
Well, you're a Gen Xer, aren't you? Pretty much.
I guess so.
You didn't start it.
I'm gonna rewind it.
What a dick.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. All right, let's rock and roll.
Do it.
Look at that logo. Pew, pew, pew.
Those who have seen your face are back in fear. I I am the mask you wear. It's me they hear. Your spirit and my voice in one combined.
When's this coming out?
I'm launching July the 10th, the week after the next Cyberfrog launches. I know it's insane.
Bam! Buy it.
Get some.
It's 2 books.
2 books.
Yeah, that'll be a fun book.
$25, and you're gonna get one of these standees.
Yeah, those are cool, man.
Yep. I gotta line up my schmuckles for those 2 books.
I'm liking those Nazi vampires, whatever they were.
Yeah, Nazi vampires are awesome.
I'm under attack by
Dude,
Nazi commies.
That's like a double. You gotta smash them.
Yeah.
Nazis, you gotta fucking get rid of them all. Vampires,
What about-
fuck them.
Yeah.
You gotta get
What
rid
about
of them all.
Pokemon? You got
What about Nazi commies? That's even worse.
or commie vampire?
Commie vampires?
I don't know.
I'd say that's
Just
more
vampires in
apt.
general. You need to get rid of them. They're unholy. They're evil.
Yeah, but I'd say Bolshevik vampires are more apt.
Yeah.
We
I
suck
need
the
to
blood of the
uh,
proletariat.
catch up on my Russian history to figure out what the fucking bullshit is.
Rasputin
It doesn't
the
sound
vampire.
It is not good.
All right,
good, dude.
folks.
If somebody came out with a Rasputin vampire, I don't think I would back it. I don't think so.
Well,
Anyways, yeah, let's boogie, guys.
all right, guys.
Is it
Thank
cool?
you.
All right, you guys have a good night. Peace.
Later.
Later.